Hello and welcome to all my first grade friends. My name is Mrs. Potts and I'm a certified teacher in the state of Tennessee. Today we're going to build our math muscles by talking and thinking about math together. You will need pencil and paper or crayons, something to write on, and then something to write with. You may also need some counters like Skittles or goldfish or Legos, beans, anything you might have in your house that you can count with. So pause this video and get your math tools, and then when you get them, come join me and we'll talk about math. I've written the math expression 3 plus 6. If you have something to write with, you could write your math expression. Now I want to model the expression 3 plus 6. So I'm going to get 3 counters to model the number 3. You do that. Good job. Let's model the number 6 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's think about our math strategies. What could we do to find out how many we have in all? Yes, we can use our counting on strategy. We can count on to see how many we have in all. Where should we begin counting? I'm hearing you say, let's start with the number 6. But why the number 6? Because it's the biggest number and it will be a more efficient way to count. It'll be faster. So let's do that. 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 and 6 is 9. Great job, first graders, using your math strategies to find out how many we have in all. Let's try another. Our new math expression is 3 and 7. Let's model the expression 3 and 7. 1, 2, 3. You model your number 3. Now let's model the number 7 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more is 7, right? So how could we figure out how many we have in all? Yes, we can use our counting on strategy and we can count on to find how many we have, 3 and 7. Is there another way? I'm hearing someone say we can use what we know about 3 and 6 is 9 to get at 3 and 7. How can we do that? Yes, 7 is one more than 6. So if 3 and 6 is 9, then 3 and 7 is 10. Yes, it's a way to make a group of 10. But let's be sure. Let's use our counting on strategy to check our thinking. 7, 8, 9, 10. Were we correct? Were we correct? Yes, we were. 3 and 7 is 10. You guys used 2 different strategies on this one. We did use our counting on strategy to check our thinking, and then we also used what we knew about 3 and 6 is 9 to understand what 3 and 7 would be. Great job. Let's try another one. Our next math expression is 3 and 8, or 3 plus 8. Let's model the number 3. 1, 2, 3. And now together, let's model the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you model your math expression 3 plus 8? Great job. Let's figure out how many we have in all. What strategy could we use? Yes, we can use the strategy of looking at our previous problems to help us understand our current problem. So if 3 plus 6 is 9, and 3 plus 7 is 10, then 3 plus 8 is, I'm hearing some people say 11. You could be right, but what strategy could we use to check our thinking? Yes, let's count on. Where would you like to start? Let's start at the number 8 because starting with the larger number is a very efficient way to count. So let's do it. 8, 9, 10, 11. Were we correct? Yes, we were. 3 and 8 is 11. You guys are using your strategy so well. I love how you're using your counting on strategy and you're using your strategy of looking at the previous problem or another problem to figure out your current one. So we are taking what we know in order to figure out what we're not sure of. Let's work on another one. Now we have the math expression 4 plus 6 or 4 and 6. I want to model the numbers 4 and 6. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now some of you were counting by twos, right? 2, 4. Now let's model the number 6. Let's use right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's use our strategy to figure out 4 and 6. Yes, I think we should use our counting on strategy, and I agree. Let's start with the number 6. It would be the most efficient way to count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 4 and 6 is 10. That's great. I hear some of you saying that you knew that 4 and 6 was a way to make 10. Great way to think about numbers. Let's do another one. Our next math expression is 4 plus 7 is, let's model our number. We're going to start with the number 4. Yes, you guys are catching on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's model the number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we've modeled the numbers 4 plus 7 is. How can we figure out how strategy of thinking about what we know to help us find what we don't know? So what do we know? We know that 4 and 6 is 10, and we know that 7 is 1 more than 6. So if 4 and 6 is 10, then 4 and 7 is, yes, 11. But we want to make sure. Let's check our thinking. And how can we do that? Yes, let's use our counting on strategy. And of course, we'll start with the number 7 this time because it's the largest number. But I have a question. Could we start with the number 4? Yes, we could start with the number 4. But you're right, it would take us a little bit longer to count. And we do want to be the most efficient we can when we're thinking about math. So let's start with the number 7 and count on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Was our thinking correct? Yes, it was. 4 and 7 is to think about. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Our next math expression is 8 and 4 is. What are you noticing about this problem? Yes, I did switch the number 4. It had been in the beginning, or the first number, and now I moved it to the second number. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. So let's model the numbers 8 and 4. Let's do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's model the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if we want to know how many we have altogether, what can we do? Yes, we can definitely use what we already know. That 4 and 6 is 10, and 4 and 7 is 11. So 8 and 4 is, how can we figure that out? Yes, you're right. 8 is 1 more than 7. So 1 more than 11 would be 12. Let's check our thinking. And we can do that by using our counting on strategy. Let's count on. You notice I sometimes touch my groups. I just do that to help me start counting because I know there are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8 and 4 is 12. You guys are working really hard to build your math muscles today. Let's look at one more. So this math expression says 4 plus 9 is, what are you noticing about our numbers? Yes, I have used the number 4 in every expression. And our other number has changed. What else are you noticing? You're noticing that other number goes up by 1 every time. 6, 7, 8, 9. You are finding a pattern in your math. Great job. So let's model the numbers 4 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's model the number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we want to find out how many we have in all. And I'm already hearing you guys tell me we should look at what we already know to figure out what we don't know. Our last problem was 8 and 4 is 12. And you do know that 9 is 1 more than 12. Oh, some of you are seeing this pattern. 10, 11, 12. So 4 and 9, what do you think it might be? 13. Let's use our counting on strategy to check our thinking. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4 and 9 is 13. Great job, boys and girls, and all of our friends out there. I love how you're really working hard to build those math muscles. Thanks for joining me today. We used a lot of strategies to figure out how many we had in all or all together. And we used our counting on strategy. We counted on from the largest number because it was the most efficient way to count. We also used our strategy of looking at what we already knew to figure out what we didn't know. And yes, you guys looked at math patterns to help you think about how many you had in all. I can't wait for us to be together again. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful time.
Frogs. Look at the little spotted frogs. Aren't they cute? Oh, we've had lots of spotted animals when we launch our dot games, haven't we? It's been so cool. All right, are we ready? Let's review the rules. That's right. We see some dots and we count them up real quick or know how many it is by how we see it, we hold that number in our brain tight, tight, tight. They disappear. Then Miss Virginia asks, how many did you see? You shout it out and you yell, and then we put them back up there because you said you saw 3, and then we talk about the different ways you saw 3 dots. I think we are ready. Here we go. Here's your first set of dots. Hold it in your brain. Hold it tight. How many did you see? How many? Okay, I heard several different answers. I heard a 6. I heard a 7. I heard some I don't knows because there was a lot of dots. So let's put it up and let's count how many dots there were. Let Miss Virginia draw it. All right, here we go. All right, let's count. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 dots. How did you see 7? I see that. Okay, 6 like a dice. And then 1 more. And 6 and 1 is 7. Because when we count, we go 6. And when we put 1 more apple or 1 more ant or 1 more duck, we go 6. And 1 more gives us a count of 7. Nice job. How else did you see 7 besides seeing 6 and 1? All right, I see it. Get it up here. I heard 5 and 2. And 5 and 2 is another way to get 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 at the top, 2 on the bottom. 5 and 2 gives 7. So we've seen 6 and 1. 5 and 2. What is another way that you saw 7? Let's do one more. Okay, I see it. I heard somebody say, well, I saw 4 like a dice down here at the bottom. And then I saw 3 that were left, and 4 and 3. It's another way to see 7. Good job. You guys are warmed up today. All right, here we go. New pattern. Hold it in your brain. Hold it tight, tight. Hold it. All right, how many? Oh, how many? Okay, let's put it back up and let's check how many dots we saw. All right, here we go. All right, how many dots are on the page? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 again. Okay, how did you see 7? That was a little out of whack. She's not in line. There we go. That looks better. How'd you see 7? 6, like a sideways dice, and 1. 6 and 1 is one way to see 7. Who saw 7 a different way? Oh, I see it. That one's easier to see that pattern than the last one. I heard somebody say, are you ready? 3 on the top and 4 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 is a way to see 7. Nice. Oh, let's do that, 3 and 4. Someone else saw 3 and 4 another way. There's so many different ways we can see our dots. Okay, you saw 4 like a dice, and then 3, 4, and 3 gives us 7. You guys are really thinking today. Okay, are we ready for another set? All right, here we go. Here it comes. All right, hold it in your brain. Hold it tight, tight, tight. How many? How many? All right, let's count it. Here we go. All right. let's get it drawn. All right, are we ready to count? Here we go. Oop, let's get them where you can actually see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 dots. How did you see? That is a way to see 7. I can't fool you. The last one had the dot here, and all we did was move the dot up to here. And if you've just moved it, but you haven't taken any away, and you haven't added any to the page, you have the same number, which is still 7. Can't fool you guys. He saw 7 another way. Yep, 4 on the top this time, and 3 on the bottom, and that gives 7. 6 and 1 is another way to get 7, just like we did a minute ago, where we have our 6 here, like a sideways dice, and then one more over there, which gives us 7. Any other ways you saw 7? That's a good one too. I like it. Okay, so last one, and then we're going to switch slides, or switch dots. What I heard was 2, 2, and 2, because I know that's 6, because that's 3 2s, and if I count 2, 4, 6, and then one more gives 7. Nice work, friends. All right, let's put up another set of dots. Here it comes. All right, hold it in your brain. Hold it tight. All right, how many did you see? How many? I heard so many people say 7. I bet we should check it and see if it's 7. Here we go. All right, let Miss Virginia draw it. All right, that's a lot of dots. All right, let's count them. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7. We've seen so many different 7s today. All right, how did you see 7? 4, like a dice, and 3. And 4 and 3 is 7. Very nice work. How else did you see 7? Oh, okay. So I saw 3 like this, and then those same 3 up here, and I know 3 and 3 is 6, and one more is 7. Very nice. So 3, 3, and 1 also gives 7. One more way. I like it. All right, let's do that one. Draw my dots back up here real quick. All right, I heard, let's circle it before I turn it around. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 gives 7. 5 and 2 is 7. Very nice job. Are we ready? Hold it in your brain. Hold it tight, 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 tight. How many did you see? Oh my goodness. I heard so many people say 7. Let's check. We've had a lot of 7s today, haven't we, boys and girls? We sure have. All right. All right, here we go. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 on the screen. That's right. We have 7 dots. How did you see 7? Nice work. 5 like a dice. And 2 more. And 5 and 2 gives 7. Excellent work. How else did you see 5? Oh, I see it. Okay, hang on. Let me get my lines erased here. All right. You said you saw 4 big like a dice down here at the bottom. Everybody see the 4? And then 3 is scrunched up here at the top. And 4 and 3 is another way to see 7. We've seen 5 and 2, And we've seen 4 and 3. Let's do one more. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me get my board erased. Let me get it back up here. All right. So I heard 4 like a big L. And then 3 right there. So 4 and 3 makes 7. Nice job. Okay, let's do one more set of dots. Here we go. And hold it in your brain. Hold it tight, tight, tight. Hold it in there. Hold it tight. All right, how many did you see? Yell it louder. How many? My goodness. I think just about everybody said 7. Let's count them and check. And then talk about how you figured out how many dots were on the page. All right, here we go. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 7. How did you see 7? I can't fool you guys at all. Look, that's the one we just did. And if we just flip it over, we get the new one. And if we don't take any away, and we don't add any, it stays the same. That's right. So that would be 7 dots. So how did we see 7? You saw 2 at the top, and then 5 down here, and 2 and 5 is 7. Nice job. Let's do one more different way you saw 7. Okay. We didn't talk about that one, I don't think, on the last one. We'll put it up anyways. Let's do that one. I heard. Are you ready? 3 and 3 and 1. And 3 and 3 is 6. And one more is 7. You guys have done a fantastic job with the dot game today.